Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. Radio Canada International reports that April commemorates the 150th anniversary of Canada's Indian Act, a piece of colonial legislation originally conceived to assimilate First Nations people into the wider Canadian society. Despite undergoing various amendments over the decades, the Act continues to be in effect today. While widely recognized as problematic due to its historical and ongoing impact on Indigenous communities, its complete abolition has proven to be a complex and challenging endeavor. The article highlights a comprehensive investigation into the history and implications of this legislation, conducted by Joy Spear-Chief Morris and CBC Radio's program, The House. Global News reports that Canada's federal, provincial, and territorial labor ministers have reached an agreement to harmonize certain workplace safety training standards across the country. Ontario's Labor Minister David Piccini championed this One Canada, One Standard initiative, emphasizing that certifications earned in one province should be recognized everywhere, eliminating the need for costly retraining. The initial focus will be on standardizing training for working at heights and mobile lifts by January 1, 2027. Consultations are also underway for hoisting, rigging, trenching, shoring, and certifications for supervisors and entry-level workers by May 2027. This move is driven by the desire to reduce costs. An Ontario official noted that retraining 1,500 out-of-province workers could incur $270,000 in costs and 10,500 hours of lost productivity. While the Canadian Construction Association supports harmonization, it cautions that these savings might be overshadowed by rising material and operational costs and stresses the need to address an anticipated shortage of 108,000 workers over the next decade. Ministers will reconvene in the fall in Nova Scotia and spring in Saskatchewan to review progress. The likelihood of an early election in British Columbia is diminishing, according to a report from City News Everywhere. This development follows the provincial government's announcement that legislation aimed at suspending certain sections of the Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples Act. The DRIPA will no longer be treated as a confidence vote. Premier David Eby had previously indicated that the passage of this legislation would be a matter of confidence for his government, meaning its failure could trigger an election. However, NDP House Leader Mike Farnworth has now confirmed that the bill will not be introduced this week, and when it is, it will not carry confidence implications. This decision effectively removes a potential trigger for an unscheduled provincial election. A recent Globe and Mail Nanos poll, reported by Chinoinet, reveals that nearly 3 in 5 Canadians, specifically about 57%, support or somewhat support Canada becoming a full member of the European Union. Conversely, approximately 32% expressed opposition or somewhat opposition to the idea. Pollster Nick Nanos noted that Canadians are re-examining their global position, desiring stronger ties with the EU while still valuing free trade with the United States. Furthermore, the survey highlighted that a significant 84% of Canadians believe strengthening economic ties is the most viable path forward for Canada-EU relations. Roland Paris, a professor at the University of Ottawa, suggested that European countries appear more appealing to Canadians when the United States faces political turmoil and its president threatens Canadian sovereignty, particularly concerning the North American Free Trade Agreement. This poll provides a snapshot of current public sentiment. Global news reports on the complexity surrounding a proposed social media ban for Canadian youth under 16, a motion recently supported by the Liberal Party. While polls indicate strong public backing for such a ban, experts caution that implementation is far from simple. University of Manitoba's David Gerhard highlights the logistical hurdles of age verification, suggesting a need for a trusted third-party system or government-issued IDs for children. Matt Hatfield of Open Media points to methods used in Australia, such as government ID, algorithmic age estimation, or account analysis, but stresses the privacy implications. Concordia University's Christopher Deitzel argues that a ban fails to educate young people on online harms or compels social media companies to create safer platforms. Instead, experts suggest focusing on regulating predictable harms and holding companies accountable for adapting their products to be more child-friendly. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.